Hey everybody, it's Tom Bullington here with InMotion Realty. Wanted to check in with you about pre-signing. Now, I was working with a client here just the other day, and I was talking with them and saying, okay, well, you get to pre-sign when you're a seller with the title company. And they were like, oh, really? So these things have changed a little bit, especially since COVID started about 2 years ago. With COVID, before COVID, you basically would have to be in a room with everyone at the same time. You don't have to be, but that's typically how it worked, where you'd be in a room with the buyers, the sellers, both agents for both sides, and then the title company representatives, and maybe even the lender that's lending the money to the buyers. So you could get upwards of, and then maybe kids and grandpas and grandmas, things like that, cousins, people that are going to be living under the roof. I never recommended that necessarily, but people are excited and they want to be in the room and see the paperwork being signed, and maybe it's their first time buying a house, so they're excited. So that was all very typical. It was all very cool, and then COVID hit. So with COVID, as you know, a lot of stuff went online. And one of the big things that happened is sellers started to opt into pre-signing. So for example, I have a closing here that's happening on April 8th. They're going to be pre-signing several days before that. So by the time that the buyer gets in there on April 8th, they're going to have all of the other paperwork for the sellers is already going to be filled out. All the buyers have to do is fill out their paperwork, make sure that the lender has access the funds and things like that, so they can actually get the check over to the sellers. So it has changed drastically. COVID has been a big change in the way things, in just affecting how things have happened, not only in showing homes, but now just even post-COVID, which we don't know, but basically we hope it's all post-COVID now. But these are things that have changed and probably not going to change back to the way it used to be. The other thing too, and I know my lender out there, or my title company, and those folks, they are famous for, before COVID, for cooking treats, and they would bake. They'd actually have an oven in their title company office that cooked up chocolate chip cookies. And it's one of those things that it was just kind of their tradition, and they baked chocolate chip cookies right there in the office. So you walk in, you're going to buy this house, and you can smell chocolate chip cookies baking in the oven. It was incredible. And now that's all gone, and it really frustrates me. So anyway, that's just a little thing like that. But as the agent for either side, I'm always very happy, whether it's for my sellers actually selling the home or for the buyers and getting a new place. So with cookies or without, things have changed for closings in 2022. If you have any questions about closings or title companies or lending and all that good stuff, buying and selling homes, I'm your resource. Give me a call back, 651-402-6356, on the web at tombullingtonhomes.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.